Working with community-based groups to have a positive impact on watersheds is the aim of a grant program administered by West Virginia American Water. Every year, the company awards $10,000 in grants to groups like the Capital District of the West Virginia Conservation Agency, one of last year's recipients. The Capital District's soil tunnel trailer is a big hit with students and educators alike. The trailer, seen here at last year's DEP Youth Environmental Conference, gives folks a 3D look at what's going on just below the surface. Last year's $2,500 award helps get the soil tunnel trailer into more places.
It actually means a lot to our program, but more than that, it means a lot to the schools in our region. Because oftentimes when the schools do want to have a visit from the soil tunnel trailer, there's not always the funding available. And unfortunately, it does cost money to keep the unit on the road. So with the West Virginia American Water Environmental Grant, we were able to stretch that out into 25 different schools in $100 scholarships for each school.
Besides the soil tunnel trailer, grants have gone to fund things like watershed protection and cleanup, wetland development, trout in the classroom, and environmental education opportunities at places like Marshall University. Basically, any project that addresses a watershed or source water protection need in a community within an American Water Service area is eligible to apply.
So if groups are interested in applying for the environmental grant, it is open every year in that February to March range. We usually close that out at the end of March. And so groups can find out about that program through our website, which is westvirginiaamwater.com. And we're always looking for new and exciting projects to be a part of. And so anything from trainings and education to actually getting out and doing cleanup projects and wetland development and things like that, always looking for new and different exciting projects going on in West Virginia.
We combined the West Virginia American Water Environmental Grant with the DEP's Litter Control Grant for our water wall. One thing that's very important to all of us with the Conservation Agency, West Virginia American Water, and the DEP is clean water. And when we find litter, ultimately that litter flows into our waterways, into our watersheds. And it can not only cause pollution, non-point source pollution, but it can back up the creeks. It can cause flooding. So we focus a lot on where is the appropriate place for you to dispose of certain items.
Applications for this year's grant program have closed, but it's not too early for interested groups to start working on next year's application. This year's grant recipients will be announced in mid-April.
Projects should start May the 1st and run through the end of the year. That's the grant program. So we're really excited to see what happens in late spring and summer with some of these projects.
As Megan mentioned, to find out more about applying for an environmental grant, visit their website, westvirginiaamwater.com.